Raptors head into Washington, D.C. and get the big-time W, 137-115 over the Washington Wizards, and have now won back-to-back games. They now improve to 12-13 on the year. They are right there, looking at 500, right in the face. Obviously, with a big test tomorrow on the second night of a back-to-back in Boston. It's going to be a tough one. But out there tonight against Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, and the rest of the Wizards, you knew you could get your way offensively. The question was, could you hold Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook in check? And the Raptors held both those guys under 50% shooting, even though they were kind of in and around there. But the Raptors shot the ball so damn well. It's the reason they won this game. You put up 137, right? How often are teams going to beat you when you score 137 in regulation? Not very often. Let's get to the numbers here real quick. First quarter, the Raptors come out of the gate guns a-blazing. They're playing all right defense. They make a ton of shots. Raptors up 40-28 in the first quarter. At the end of one, and Norman Powell, they showed a stat on the TV today. It's crazy. Norman Powell is third in the NBA in first quarter scoring. I mean, the other guys on the list, like LeBron, Steph, the big names in the NBA, Norman Powell is sitting right there. He came out of the gate flying yet again, and he had a fantastic ball game. We'll get to his numbers later on, but he continues a stretch of 20-plus points. As a starter, he has been phenomenal, all right? In the second quarter, Raptors continue their offensive pace. However, the Wizards start to gain some offensive traction. Raptors still win that quarter, 34-33, and you are up by 13 at halftime, right where you want to be. If you're the Toronto Raptors, up double digits, heading into the break, you've had control of the game right from the get-go. Do not let up. In the third quarter, again, they made runs, right? It was a game of runs for both teams, right? They had a 10-0 run. Raptors come back with a 9-0 run of their own. It was back and forth for the most part. And in that third quarter, they won that third quarter 32-29. It's a 10-point game going into the fourth. You're still in a good spot. Even though the runs have happened, you still have a 10-point lead, or it's 11-point lead. My math is a 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. So you got to find a way to close this thing down and get the victory. And they do just that. They make big shots. They get some big-time stops. Chris Boucher's a monster on the glass when this team needed him to be, because guys like Alex Len, former Raptor, and Robin Lopez were just bullying guys on the inside. It was a rough game for the centers for the Raptors, as it has been all year long, really. But a great job by Chris Boucher, find a way to corral things and not let things get out of hand at the 5 position, right? Yeah, they were making him work and whatnot, but he was holding his own in there, and I give Boucher a lot of credit for that. And in that fourth quarter, as I mentioned, you put that team away, and they did just that. 34-22 Raptors in that fourth quarter as they win by 22, like I mentioned earlier, 137-115. Let's get to the numbers. Pascal Siakam continues this stretch of absolutely incredible basketball he's been playing. 26 points, 5 boards, couple dimes. Shot 9 of 18 from the field. 50%. People love that number. And he's continuing the three-point shooting that's going well. I don't know what's going on with Pascal. He was 3 of 4 from beyond the arc today. I think he made 5 threes in the last game after not making anything, like 8 straight he missed or some stupid number like that. And he got away from taking threes. Then he makes 5 in the last game, and he made 3 again today. He was 3 of 4, had 2 steals and a block for Pascal. I understand. Like people are going to say, well, you played the Wizards. You still got to make wide open threes. And Pascal has been given wide open threes basically all year long. But he hasn't made them. All of a sudden he starts making them no matter what team's facing him. If you're facing the Bucks, if you're facing the Celtics, and you're shooting as bad as he was from 3, they're going to force you to take that shot. They don't want you trying to get in the paint. Here, take that shot. We'll stay back. But now that he's starting to knock down those shots, they got to respect that. And that might open up some other things in this game. That's why, look at, he dropped 30, I think it was 30-something in the last game. He dropped 26 today and shot 50%. Pascal Siakam over the last little while, guys, has been really, really good. And as I mentioned, had 2 steals and a denial also in this game. Great job from him. Kyle Lowry, the court general, he had back spasms in the last game. Didn't look good, left after 8 minutes of play. And he plays today. And I'm like, whoa! Look, I thought he was going to be out for some time. Being honest, I really thought he was going to be out for some time. But he's back in the game today, and he drops 21, has 4 boards, 5 dimes, shoots 8 of 14, was 5 of 8 from 3, had 2 steals and a block. Back spasms where? I mean, Kyle Lowry looked fantastic out there. He was awesome. He was really, really good, and he was basically your core general. He was fantastic. Fred VanVleet didn't take the volume shooting we're used to seeing from Fred, but distributing the ball and making things happen. 14 points, 5 boards, 7 assists for Fred. 5 of 10 shooting, was 2 of 5 from 3. Again, sound ball game for Fred VanVleet. That's what you like to see. And Norman flippin' Powell. This guy, he loves being in the starting unit. He's now played, so I think I saw the numbers on, I think it was Yahoo Sports on Instagram posted this. His first 11, maybe it was somebody else, I don't know. 11 games to start the season, right? Or at least his first 11, more or less was coming off the bench. I think it was all the games he was coming off the bench. He averaged 10 a game. In the last 12, because those are the games he started, he's averaging over 20 a night. He's been unbelievable, has Norman Powell. And today, he dropped 28 points, 6 boards, 4 assists for Powell today, shot 10 of 18, was 5 of 5 from the line, was 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. The guy's unbelievable lately. This Norman Powell is pre-bubble player of the week, Norman Powell. He has been phenomenal lately. I don't know what it is about being in the starting unit for this guy, but it just works. And that's the thing. When OG comes back, what do? You can't put Fred on the bench. You can't put Kyle on the bench. You can't put Pascal on the bench. And you damn well can't play Norm at the 5. So what do you do with OG? He come off the bench, but he was playing phenomenal before he got hurt. But Powell's playing great right now. There's so many question marks, but it's a good problem to have if you're the Raptors, having too many options, right? Now, let's get to Chris Boucher, who has been unbelievable. He ties Pascal Siakam with his 7th triple-double. 7th double-double of the year, 17 points, 15 boards, shot 5 of 10 from the field, was 6 of 7 from the line. So he was getting in the paint, doing the dirty work, getting to the free throw line. Great stuff for Boucher. He was 1 of 2 from 3. He had 2 blocks in the game. The guy's been fantastic. Again, they mentioned on the broadcast today, he had a great start to the year, hit that 8-game lull where he just really wasn't playing well. He was calling all out of sync. And over the last 4 or 5 games, he's been fantastic. A double-double in back-to-back games now. He's getting on the glass as this team needs him to be. He's your 5. You got to get boards. You got to battle against the other team's 5, which is going to be tough for him at times. Like today, I think Alex Len has a few pounds on Chris Boucher, and Robin Lopez definitely has a few pounds on Chris Boucher. So he's got to find a way to box guys out and get boards, and he did a great job today, grabbing 15 of them. Fantastic job for Boucher. DeAndre Bembry had 10 off the bench. I love the energy he's bringing off the bench as of late. He's been fantastic. And it's not even just his offensive game. His defensive game, again, in the last one was fantastic. On John Morant was great. He was guarding a point guard, especially a guy as good as John Morant. And he did a fantastic job on him against Memphis there. And offensively, dropped 10 today, was sound on the defensive end. Bembry's been a solid acquisition this offseason, guys. He really has. And Terrence Davis, he had a couple shots where he was kind of all over the place, but overall had 13 points off the bench. You'll take it no matter what. Great job, and look at that. Justin Hall just scored, and the Leafs have a 2-1 lead. I was hoping to get this video out in time before anybody scored in that game, but oh well. We're here. The Leafs got the 2-1 lead. Good stuff. And the Raptors win. Oh, it's a win-win situation here, people. Let's get to these numbers real quick. All right, 53% from the field. You knew you were going to get the offensive. You knew you were going to get, let me rephrase that. You know you were going to get the looks from the Wizards. The question was, are you going to knock those shots down? 53% from the field. 59% from three-point range. 87% from the free throw line. You dropped 28 dimes. Oh, they made their shots and dropped 137. You had 3 guys in 20-plus figures. Big game for the Raptors. And I think these last couple of games, especially the one against Memphis where they were kind of struggling and ended the game strong, I think that game and the way this game played out is huge because now you got to take on the Boston Celtics in Boston tomorrow. And people, look. Do not sit here and say, well, they've not been playing well lately. I do not care. They are the Boston Celtics. We are the Toronto Raptors, not much removed from last year. Obviously, the two centers, both gone, and it really hurt this team so far. But the Boston Celtics, not far removed. Hey, it's 3-1. McKaym scored his first goal of the year. Man, I should keep doing this video. Keep going with this. I don't know. But the Boston Celtics are still an incredible basketball team. They have fantastic players. You do not take that team lightly. The Raptors go out there with the same intensity they do every single night. You go out there, you fight. You're going to have to grind on the offensive end. They're not going to give you the looks you had tonight against the Wizards. You damn well know that's not going to happen. You got to go out there, work your offense, move the ball, play sound defense. You give that team wide open shots, they will bury you. It's going to be a tough one tomorrow, 7:30 at TD Garden. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game there this evening, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game, what you like, what you not like from today's game. All right, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM. Do all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you've not done so already. All right, and if any Blue Jay fans watching, I did an IGTV live. I did an IG live. It's now on IGTV on the Blue Jay Center Instagram page. Go check that out if you guys are interested in looking at that kind of stuff. All right, and I will talk to you guys Leafs issue very shortly as they're playing well right now in the third period against the Montreal Canadiens. The Leafs looking for win number 4 in a row and looking to stay atop the North Division, even though it really doesn't mean a whole lot. All right, and as for the Raptors, as we mentioned, their next contest is tomorrow night, 7:30 tip-off at TD Garden. Celtics, Raptors. All right, Raps looking for the 3rd straight victory and looking to get back to 500. All right, that is beautiful and music to my ears, but I'd love to see it happen against Boston, because if I'm not mistaken, they lose to us. They're 500. We win. We're 500. We're right in there. It's crazy how the Eastern Conference is right now, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.